moving your family to an entirely new area and try to settle in, and you remember you have to re-register your vehicle in the state you move to. Now imagine going to your local office to do this and finding out that you're required to pay $900 on top of the regular fees. This is what happened to my family when we moved from Louisiana to Kentucky. Now I'd like to tell you the problems with the decentralized state vehicle registration and why we need policy. While most people are born, live, and purchase from the same state, some households, like military ones, are required to move often. First, I would like to tell you why we register vehicles. We register vehicles for two reasons. One, the registration on the vehicle is so that the government can tax the vehicle to maintain the infrastructure these vehicles use to drive on, including schools. The second reason we register vehicles is so that we can identify one from another. This makes tracking the vehicles and owners easier for the government. If the police are looking for a drunken driver without a license plate number, the task would be extremely difficult. So for the reasons I stated, it's obvious we need to register vehicles. Without it, our roads would be in much worse condition and a more dangerous place with lawbreakers, more easily able to lose themselves in the crowd. Now I'll tell you the problem with individual state registration. Many states have different ways to register vehicles. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, there are over 135 million vehicles registered in America, and this process varies from state to state. Some states have online capabilities, while others require you to be present with a valid driver's license and insurance in person. Texas, like most states, has a one-year vehicle registration, but you can prepay for up to 3 years, and they will mail that to your house every year. Georgia has some counties where you can only register a vehicle during some months out of the year. And in the same state, some counties are year-round. Kentucky requires registering in person with the normal documents, like your driver's license. Payments made in states are also very different. For example, in Texas, some vehicles are much less expensive to register, like pickup trucks versus passenger cars, which are considered a luxury vehicle. Georgia has an ad valorem tax, where out-of-state residents have to pay taxes on 40% of their vehicle's worth every year on their birth month, until they decide to become a resident of Georgia. In a motor vehicle registration abuse report conducted in 1999 by the Kentucky legislature, $17 million were lost that year due to residents registering their vehicles and re-registering in border states, because it was cheaper for them to do this in the other states versus Kentucky. The report states, while all states experience some motor vehicle registration avoidance, we believe that Kentucky's problem with motor vehicle registration abuse may be greater than average. This difference, in large part, may be attributed to the disparity between Kentucky's motor vehicle registration costs and the cost to register vehicles in neighboring states. So what was Kentucky's solution? They increased taxes on motor vehicles and on registration. Lastly, I want to share with you how the problem can be fixed. Federal vehicle registration policies can be easily enacted. Fees could be set to amounts and clearly stated so that the same vehicle would cost you the same in every state to re-register versus difference by state. And some of you might be asking, would it be more expensive to register a vehicle doing it this way? Not if the government used the same buildings and people that they do now. The only thing they would need to do was to create a central database so that everyone would plug into this same database. You would keep your same tags and your same registration renewed yearly wherever you lived. States can maintain the revenue from the registration and re-registration of vehicles, and the cost of the public would just be mandated by the federal government. So they would still be able to keep our roads well, keep our schools with enough money. So I hope I've opened your eyes to a problem not many think about for families when moving. In closing, DMV.org states it best. Titling and re-registering your new vehicle or renewing the registration on your current car can be confusing if you are unsure of how to proceed. There are many stresses placed on families, like moving, enrolling kids in school, getting settled down, and re-registering to vote. This is one way the government could ease some of the difficulties with moving. A centralized vehicle registration process is necessary to avoid additional time, trouble, and cost to families.